It was a fantastic win, wasn't it? A huge result and a great performance after going 2-0 down. I think if they were kind of mid-table in League Two, not top of League Two, then they probably wouldn't have gone on to come back from that. But to score 4 goals against a team that's having a decent season, a team that's had kind of a strong rise themselves in the last few years, was a great result, and it kind of gives hope of a big FA Cup run for Notts.
And against League One opposition as well. That good sign for the future for Notts County if they were to get promotion, do you reckon?
I suppose so, yeah. Well, yes, yeah. I mean, it's an isolated game, but it just shows that they've got good players. I mean, a lot of these players have played in League One or higher. I mean, obviously John Stead and Alan Smith, but guys like Carl Dickinson and Duffy and Adam Collin have come down from lower leagues to this level, so they know they've got that pedigree to do it. The question is, can they get there? And that's always the hard part.
The experience in the team's been helping Notts a lot this season, surely.
Yeah, I think they've led the way. You look at who's had good seasons, and they've been at the forefront, accompanied by George Grant and Ryan Yates and a couple of the younger lads. But you know, the experienced players down the spine of the team have had great seasons. Adam Collin wasn't until he got injured. Richard Duffy's been great. Rob Milsom has come in and done really well alongside Ryan Yates in the centre midfield. And then you've got John Stead and Shola Amiobi or Jonathan Fort up front. They're all experienced players through the middle, and that gives you that strong spine of the team that stands you in good stead.
And those experienced players are also helping the young ones come through, like you've seen George Grant playing well this season and Ryan Yates getting a couple against Bristol Rovers to get Notts back in it at the weekend.
The longer they can keep them here, the better. Yeah, I mean, they're having great seasons. Hopefully they stay here for the whole season. I don't suppose there's any reason to think they won't. And George Grant's got 11 goals, so you know he can hopefully go on and get 20 goals from midfield. I guess it might be his revised target for the season. And Ryan Yates is a different kind of player, but he's having a great season. I think he's learning from Rob Milsom. You know, every game he plays alongside an experienced player, and you know, getting 40-odd games in League Two, having had a taste of senior football last season with Barrow and Shrewsbury, that puts him in a good position to kick on.
And then looking ahead to the game tomorrow night against Lincoln, it's a bit of a strange one because if results go the right way, both teams can qualify.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. When Notts have to win, so they'll be going for it. It's a funny competition, isn't it? It's the kind of competition no one really. The manager says he cares about it, but I don't suppose they care that much unless they get to Wembley, because it is a nice final and a nice day out for the fans. So there is that incentive to go and win. But I think if they lose, they might not be too heartbroken.
I was going to say, surely if they do qualify though, they must have one eye on Wembley, surely.
I think you do, don't you? I think you have to. It's a bit like the League Cup, a little further up the tier. The closer you get to the final, the more tantalising it becomes. Everyone wants that day out at Wembley, and Notts will be hoping for automatic promotion in League Two and not having to worry about the playoffs, although that's obviously a very long way off. So the chance for a Wembley trip is something to get everyone excited.